Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your October 2022 tarot reading. This is going to be a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I want to wish you guys all a happy October and a happy Halloween. So this month I am using two decks. I would like to use the Witches Tarot and the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot deck. I like to bring this deck out on Halloween for my readings. This is my second Halloween having this deck, and it's very unused and new, so I'm happy to get some, a little bit of a different messages this time with different pictures and stuff. So we'll get to that in a moment, but I would like to start with the Witches Tarot because I have done a significant amount of shuffling until I have connected with you as the Temperance card. This is your card in this deck, and it is your ruling tarot card for those of you guys who don't know. So I like to connect and wait for that card whenever I'm reading for the sign of Sagittarius to let me know that you guys are ready. So quickly here, we are in Scorpio season at this point, which is a significant sign for you Sagittarius because it is your 12th house. And if I haven't mentioned, this is a reading for Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising, other placements. Whenever you find this reading, there may in fact be messages here for you. So Scorpio season, your 12th house of endings, you're just basically getting really close to your first house energy. For many of you, your birthdays, end of November, beginning of December, right? So Sagittarius season is quite soon around the corner. So before that, we have to, dive into that deep subconscious energy, which I can't even imagine what it would be like to be a Sag rising or Sagittarius sun, having such a deep, dark underworld in your subconscious house of spirituality and sacrifice. So needless to say, the next month is going to be very significant. We'll talk more about it in November. But we're going to go ahead and see if there's any extra messages that will resonate a bit sooner with you, Sagittarius. After I've done a significant amount of shuffling, there's some kind of a story being told in the cards. It's going to let me know the main themes around you right now, perhaps throughout October, on Halloween, things like that. So the Temperance card also talks about Archangel Michael, moderation, temperance, balance, testing the waters, experimenting. And I think you're doing just that, or you soon will be partaking, because we have the Seven of Cups, the card of options. We've got a bit of a wizard here, just reaching out. And here's that subconscious realm, that Pisces energy, 12th house energy. Some of you may have Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, strong Pisces coming up here in the cards. Some of you definitely may have Pisces moon rising, or there's a Pisces you're dealing with, sun, moon, or rising. But this is options, choices, being overwhelmed emotionally, almost paralyzed, but you need to just dip a toe. All right, dip a toe, Sagittarius, in one of these people, places, and things. Unfortunately, we don't always have the time, energy, or opportunities to test all these things out that are among us. Some of these options have not come in yet. Many of them have popped up or aroused, no pun intended, in October. Okay, so people, places, and things around you that are overwhelming you, or at least just really adding a bit to that emotional pool of confusion. That may also be something here. So there's a little bit of experimenting. So be careful, always practice that moderation and balance and patience when it comes to these options. And while you're confused, Scorpio season may confuse you at a subconscious level. It may, affect what's being hidden beneath the scenes, behind the surface, with you and within others. So we have the Page of Cups coming out next, and then the Ace of Cups. So all of the cards around you seem to be significant when it comes to emotion. The first three here. First of all, you have two new options in love, if you didn't know it. This one here in the middle looks to be a little bit like a lighthearted crush, a new beginning of feeling. Maybe it's some kind of romance. This is a new love here, okay? Very cute and coy. It starts off small, but this is someone, you or someone else, who is expressing new love and emotion. There may even be some tears. I wouldn't be surprised with the Ten of Cups. For me as a tarot reader, this is sometimes emotional fulfillment in such a way where there's tear flow or crying. So welcome to the 12th house of endings, spirituality. Scorpio season between now and November 22nd, just before your guys' season, is definitely going to bring in some emotion. Okay, and new love, new beginnings that you can feel, starting over. Okay, and then we have the Six of Wands, which is more your energy. That's more like you, Sagittarius. Leo and Aries as well. But this is victory, attention, success, being acknowledged. Some of you guys are heading into a time period, or you're experiencing something at some point where there's a new love that, you know, it's an admirer. We have an admirer here. And I was going to say that it isn't a secret, but it could be, because we have the High Priestess. So your moon sign may be important. There's definitely some intuition here. Definitely the 12th house that you're entering with, you know, things that are being kept hidden with the new moon in Scorpio in your 12th house. I mean, there's about to be an eclipse in your 12th house. Some of you guys may have some hard time sleeping towards the end of October because of some of the things taking place spiritually, subconsciously, behind the scenes. There may be a secret that you're keeping or that someone's keeping, but not all has been revealed. This is about the veil, which the veil between our world and the physical world and the spiritual world is very thin, almost to the point where it's non-existent. I almost saw 555 on the clock just now, but it's non-existent. Around the time of Halloween, Samhain, and the Day of the Dead, we've got a black cat that I never noticed there in the corner of the card. So paying attention to your intuition and synchronicities, because there is some hidden conflict here, hidden battles that are going to take place emotionally, okay? Secret admirer for sure, you know, coming back into the spotlight and knowing that there are new beginnings emotionally that are in store after you go through some endings. And honestly, it's about choosing, Sagittarius. It's about expressing or exploring new feelings, because you have so many options around you. Again, you may feel overwhelmed at first or confused, like you're having to choose with a blindfold on, or you're having to choose in the dark. But it's really just about choosing and not staying paralyzed, not being so afraid to put your foot back in the water and cause some ripples, all right? So hopefully that resonated with some of you guys out there. I would like to go ahead and see what is in store with the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. Now, I'm not sure if all of you are familiar with Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. It's one of my favorite movies personally, and I know a lot of us are going to be watching it towards the end of October and perhaps again in a couple of weeks for Christmas. But it's one of my favorites, so I love this deck. I use it around Halloween. We have the Tower coming out, Sagittarius, and it's hiding. So there's definitely some hidden energy. It's hiding. Oh, look at that. See that? We have it with the Nine of Wands, which is the Nine of Candles, and we have the King of Needles. Some of you guys are going through mental conflict. So okay, let's let these cards just kind of sit and tell a story here. So the Tower, this is Jack's tower, where Jack lives in the movie. So your home may be important. We have the moon in the background there, smiling in crescent form. So pay attention to when the moon is in that phase. But this is unexpected energy, Mars energy, Scorpio and Aries perhaps. Something false, like a house that was built on sand. It's no longer stable. This could be a relationship, some kind of unexpected surprise or change to a false foundation that was not sturdy. Okay, the foundation of this is beginning to shake and crumble unexpectedly so that something more sufficient and stable and secure can be built in its place. So the crumbling of something false, unexpected, sudden changes and shock. All right, so we have this with the Nine of Candles. This is your energy in this tarot deck. We don't have wands or pentacles or cups or swords in this deck. We have candles, needles, presents, and potions. So it's a little bit different, but I really like it. We have Dr. Frankenstein showing up for you, Sagittarius, which is your energy in the movie. If there was a Sagittarius energy in The Nightmare Before Christmas, it would be this Dr. Frankenstein. He's a scientist. He's a studier. He's intelligent. He's knowledgeable. He's the information person. Even Jack himself goes to Dr. Frankenstein. Whatever for? I need to borrow some equipment. Oh, is that so? You know, like when Jack goes to and he asks him to build a reindeer or whatever. I don't know. So there's just that kind of like study doctor energy. That's your energy, but it's the King of Swords though. So we have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or perhaps some kind of need to communicate. You can see he's in deep thought. So I don't know if you're thinking of a master plan here, or if you're a little bit detached, going through some kind of a mental battle. So we know there's some unexpected change and shift taking place for you, Sagittarius. What we haven't talked about is the fact that this is contributing to battles, defense, territorial energy, you know, not backing down, not losing confidence and courage. You know, even though you've been through a lot. In the bottom of the deck, yeah, been through a lot. We have the 5 of Cups. So this 5 of Potions in this card, this part of the movie is where it's almost the end. And this is where Jack realizes that perhaps taking over Christmas as a Halloween enthusiast was not the best idea. Trying to make something joyful and light out of something that is scary and dark may not always be what's meant to be. So at this point, it's, you know, spoiled all. And then he mentions, why does nothing ever turn out like it should? So there's some, you know, disappointed emotion, and you know, you or someone else is feeling a little bit conflicted emotionally, sad about something, you know, over here, these 3 knocked over cups. But don't let that detour you or distract you from the 2 cups that are still upstanding. You haven't lost all there is to lose. Just like Jack, he kind of realizes in this moment that he's good at what he naturally is good at. He was trying to, you know, be something that he wasn't, and it ended in conflict and sadness and depression. So some of you guys could be dealing with that, you know, similar to that part in the movie, or maybe this is what someone's coming to communicate about or think about, you know, something like that. Mentally on guard here, because you know something is a little shaky. Okay, so let's see if there's any other last minute messages for Sagittarius. We have the Magician trying to come out, which is coming out for a lot of the readings this month because it's Mercury's energy. Mercury just came out of retrograde. So let me see if these cards, we'll take these. Will we? We have the Hanged Man, which is a change in perspective. We have the 5 of Wands, which could be conflict. Okay, someone likes to be choked. We have the 7 of Wands. Yeah, there's definitely conflict. You pulled all the conflict cards. You have the 7 of Wands, you have the 5 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands, but you also have the Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius. This is your card, Jupiter, things turning around in your favor. And we have strength. All right, so your strength is in your luck and your fortune and your fate. Okay, let's see if any cards will come out by themselves for Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, and Rising, and look at that. This card is coming back out by itself, just like I asked. So ask and you shall receive, right? A lot of fire energy, a lot of candles here to represent Aries, Leo, and yourself, Sagittarius. So this is 7 of Wands, similar to the 9 of Wands, defensive energy, having to defend or protect. There could be some competition. So I'm very concerned about these 2 cards being so connected closely to the Tower. So there's battles causing unexpected energy. Unexpected energy are causing fights, battle, but also determination and perseverance and strength to not back down. You know, there are people around you that are, you know, they kind of want to knock you down. Yeah, 5 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, the 3rd and final battle card. So there's definitely some conflict that you're going to have to stand up. Some of you are just in competitions, or there's just, you know, again, battle-like energy where you're having to express yourself or take action. You're going to have to handle this mentally, okay? Some of you guys are trying to avoid a mental breakdown and, you know, try to detach a little bit from all of these energies manifesting all at once, all these differences and changes and options. So there's definitely some sort of Tower moment that is causing you to have to, you know, fight energetically. And for some of you, literally or physically. Some of you, this could be arguments, mental battles that you're fighting. But yeah, 9 of Wands, 7 of Wands is definitely that. And yeah, we have the Magician, Virgo and Gemini energy. Mercury coming out of retrograde, moving into your 12th house at the end of October. Manifestation. So this is all about, you know, what's shifting and breaking down in your mental. You're gonna have to detach. Some of you may have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy in your chart or around you to support this. You might have to have some conversations, maybe think a little bit before those conversations, but something's manifesting. I want to let you guys know who are in the middle of these battles that you do have everything that you need. And then the 5 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck again. So again, with the sadness and the conflict emotionally, maybe there needs to be conversations to be had about some of that, about what's troubling you emotionally, something that didn't work out. And we have the Six of Wands. So you're going to be victorious. You have attention and admiration. And we knew that from the beginning of your reading. Some kind of victory or promotion or acknowledgement or attention, admiration, reward, winning. So you're winning the battle here, especially mentally. Even while everything shifts and changes, there's a magical element to this. Manifesting. Something unexpectedly manifests. And it may cause a fight or battle or tension in some way. In other areas of your life. So give me one more for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more card for October 2022. And we have the Eight of Cups. This came out for Scorpio. So yeah, there's some emotional energy here coming in with the Scorpio season that is going to have you or someone walking away towards fulfillment and away from people, places, and things that have, you know, not fulfilled them, have disappointed them. Someone here is too detached emotionally for you, or perhaps that is the route you're taking in order to protect yourself during this unexpected time. Okay, yeah, you're walking away perhaps from an ex. This could be an ex or a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, but either way, there could be some narcissistic tendencies here. Again, either you or someone else was too detached, or they're detaching emotionally. And the bottom of the deck is the Chariot. It's Cancer energy, big full moon in the sky, full moon in Taurus, November 9th may be important. The Aries full moon, September 9th may have also been important. Or I'm sorry, October 9th. September 9th was a Pisces full moon. So the full moon, your moon sign, traveling somewhere, your vehicle, but really just overcoming obstacles, okay? And harnessing it mentally. Whether you have true control or power over it or not, you have true power and control over you. So I do see eventually someone becoming detached enough to walk away from what is obviously not fulfilling. It's too disappointing. It's caused too many battles. So I don't know if I told you or not yet, Sagittarius, but I am ending the reading with a bit of surprise. I do have energetic trick or treats for my readings this month. So what I've done is I've taken 12 pieces of paper and wrote trick, and I have 12 others, so 24 pieces of paper, 12 that say trick, 12 that say treat. So we're going to energetically trick or treat together, and one just fell out, so we're going to go ahead and keep that. It's very interesting. That hasn't happened yet for any of my other readings, but it happened when I personally pulled for myself earlier. This is just going to let me know the vibration of October, the vibration of Halloween specifically. Okay, so the end of October, are we ending it with a trick or treat for Sagittarius? It's interesting. I don't know if it got caught on camera, but this one shows you. So there might be something here metaphorically about letting people, places, and things choose you. Letting fate decide instead of you using your free will right now. Interesting. So the Sagittarius has trick or treat. We have treat. Great. Very nice, Sagittarius. So you have the treat. For those who pull treat, at least one positive or good thing will occur that is in your favor, like the Nine of Cups. Joy, pleasure, and satisfaction. So that was my intention for those who are pulling treat for October and on Halloween. So that is great and positive news, Sagittarius. Keep that in mind when it comes to what's going on right now for you. Everything you need to know about this reading can be found in the description box below, including how to get a personal reading with me if you're interested. If not, then I hope to catch you in my next video. Bye.